The fluorescent lights in the station buzz like dying flies. And I'm sitting across from Lieutenant Harris, his mustache twitching like he's chewing on bad news. My badge sits on his desk, glinting like an accusation. "Grayson," he says, voice low. "You've got a problem." He slides a tablet toward me. The screen paused on Bodycam footage timestamped 2:37 a.m. last Tuesday. My name's on the file. Officer Mark Grayson. Night Patrol. Graveridge PD. I hit play. And there I am, or someone wearing my uniform. The footage is grainy. The streetlights flickering over a cracked sidewalk. A man's pinned against a brick wall, his face bloody, my gloved fist gripping his collar. My voice snarls, "You think you can run from me?" The man's begging. But the me on screen doesn't care. Another punch lands, and he crumples. My stomach twists. I don't remember this. I was in my cruiser that night, parked outside the 7-Eleven, choking down a turkey sub and listening to Springsteen on the radio. I tell Harris as much, but his eyes narrow. The civilians in the hospital. Mark. Broken jaw. He swears it was you. I shake my head, my mouth dry. That's not me. Lieutenant. I'd remember, but the footage doesn't lie my badge number, my name tag, my face, half-shadowed but unmistakable. Except those eyes. They're mine. But they're wrong. Too cold. Too sharp. Like a predator sizing up prey. Harris leans back. Arms crossed. "You're suspended until Internal Affairs sorts this out. Turn in your gun." I want to argue, but the words stick in my throat. All I can think is, how am I on that screen doing something I didn't do? Back in my trailer, I replay the footage on my laptop, the glow casting shadows on the walls. My hands shake as I scrub through the frames. There's a moment, just a flicker, where the camera catches my reflection in a shop window. I'm not blinking. I'm smiling. I never smile on shift. Suspension feels like exile in Graveridge. The town's already a ghost of itself. Shuttered steel mills, boarded up diners, and streets so quiet you can hear the wind rattle the chain-link fences. I'm holed up in my trailer, a single wide off Route 19, with nothing but a six-pack of Yuengling and my laptop. I copied the Bodycam footage before Harris locked me out of the system. Call it instinct. Marine training never leaves you. I hit play again, frame by frame, looking for answers. The footage jumps to 3:15 a.m. Same night. I'm driving through the hollow. That dead zone where radios go silent and GPS spins like a drunk compass. The cruiser stops at a lot on Waverly Street. Just weeds and broken concrete now. But on the tape, I get out, walk toward a house of Victorian. All gables and stained glass, glowing under the moon like it's brand new. I step inside, the door creaking shut. The footage cuts to me standing in a parlor, staring at a wall for 20 minutes. No sound, no movement. Just watching. My heart's pounding. That house burned down in '03. I checked the records. Nothing's there but ash and a cracked foundation. I grab my keys and drive to Waverly Street. The night air cold through my open window. The lot's empty, just like I knew it would be. But my flashlight catches something in the dirt. A boot print. Size 11. Same as mine. Fresh. I kneel, my breath catching. I haven't been here in weeks. My phone buzzes unknown number. No voicemail. Just static when I call back. Back home. I play the footage again, at the edge of the frame. In the parlor's window. There's a shadow. Not mine. It moves when I don't. I haven't slept in 2 days. Not since I saw that boot print on Waverly Street. My trailer feels smaller now, the walls closing in as I hunch over my laptop, the Bodycam footage looping like a bad dream. There's a 37-minute gap in the file, time-stamped 3:52 a.m. to 4:29 a.m. Right after I supposedly stood in that non-existent parlor, the screen shows static, jagged lines tearing through the frame like a scratched record. I called Jimmy, an old Marine buddy who fixes computers for a living, to see if he could salvage it. He came over last night, his pickup rattling into my gravel driveway, and hooked the file to some data recovery software he swore by. "Mark, this is weird as hell," Jimmy mutters. His face lit blue by the screen. He's not wrong. The recovered fragments are a mess, flickering images of me standing in a doorway. My shadow stretched long and wrong across a wooden floor. The house again, but it's darker. The walls pulsing like they're breathing. Then the audio kicks in, and my blood runs cold. It's a whisper, low and layered, like a choir of voices fighting to be heard. "Grayson." It hisses, over and over. My name warped into something obscene. It's not coming from me. I'm silent in the frame, my head tilted like I'm listening to something off-screen. Jimmy pauses the video, his hands shaking. "You sure you were alone that night?" he asks. I don't answer. I can't. I play it again after he leaves, alone with the hum of my fridge and the distant wail of a train cutting through Graveridge. The whispers don't stop at my name. There's a phrase, faint but clear. "Open the door." My skin crawls. I check my smartwatch log's pulse. Steps. Sleep. At 4 a.m. that night, my heart rate spiked to 140, like I was running, but I was supposedly asleep in my cruiser. I grab a flashlight and head back to Waverly Street, half expecting to find that house standing again, nothing but ash and weeds. But in the dirt, another boot print, fresh, next to a scrap of fabric part of a police patch, torn, like it was ripped off my uniform. I'm dreaming again, and it's worse every night. I'm in a room of mirrors, endless reflections of myself in my patrol uniform, badge glinting like a cruel joke. But it's not me. The reflections move wrong, too slow, too deliberate. One steps closer. Its face mine, but the eyes hollow, black pits that swallow the light. It leans into the glass and mouths, "Grayson, do you copy?" I wake up gasping, my phone's flashlight on, pointed at the ceiling. I've been recording myself sleeping, a habit now, hoping to catch something. The video shows me lying still, but at 2:13 a.m. My radio, unplugged on the nightstand, crackles to life. "Grayson, do you copy?" Clear as day. I didn't move, didn't touch it. I'm losing it. I drive to the Dollar General at dawn, buy black electrical tape, and cover every mirror in my trailer. The one above the sink fights me. My reflection seems to flicker as I press the tape down, like it's trying to push back. I'm drinking coffee by the gallon, avoiding sleep, but my eyes burn, and my hands won't stop shaking. I rewatch the Bodycam footage, looking for clues. In one frame, frozen at 3:50 a.m., there's a shadow in the corner of the parlor. Humanoid, but too tall, its edges blurring into the wall. I didn't see it before. I zoom in, and my breath catches etched into the wall. Faint but unmistakable is a symbol, a circle with a slash, like something I saw spray painted near the old steel mill. I grab my notebook, sketch it, and realize I've seen it before, inked on the arm of a junkie I arrested last year. He screamed about the hollow before they carted him away. I'm standing in the Waverly Street lot at midnight, my flashlight cutting through the fog like a dull knife. The air smells of damp earth and rust, the kind of decay that clings to Graveridge like a second skin. The Bodycam footage keeps replaying in my head, me walking into a pristine Victorian house that hasn't existed since a fire tore it down in '03. I've got the file on my phone, paused on the frame where I stepped through the door. The stained glass glinting like it's mocking me. Out here, there's nothing but a cracked foundation, weeds choking the edges, and that damn boot print I found last time, now joined by another, too fresh to be mine. I kneel, my knees sinking into the mud, and trace the outline of the print. It's my size. I tread standard-issue patrol boots, but I haven't been here since yesterday. My flashlight catches something else, a glint in the ash. I dig with my fingers, unearthing a shard of glass, curved like it came from a window pane, with a faint etching of that same circle and slash symbol I saw in the footage. My pulse hammers. I check the county records on my phone. Waverly Street. Lot 18. Condemned after a fire linked to an unsolved arson case. Locals called it the Devil's House even before it burned. I stand, scanning the lot, half expecting the house to flicker into existence like some twisted mirage. Nothing. But as I turn to leave, my radio crackles unprompted. No call sign. Grayson. It whispers, low and guttural. Come back. I rip the battery out, but the static hums in my ears all the way home. Back in my trailer, I play the footage again. The parlor's there. All velvet curtains and polished wood, like something out of a period drama. I'm standing in it, staring at a wall, my body rigid. The shadow in the corner moves again. Just a flicker, but it's taller now, its edges fraying like smoke. I pause, zoom in. The symbols carved into the wall, same as the glass shard. I grab my sketchbook, compare it to the junkie's tattoo from last year. Identical. My hands shake as I pour another coffee, the pot hissing like it's judging me. I'm not sleeping tonight. The Graveridge PD archives smell like mildew and regret. A basement room stuffed with file cabinets older than me. I'm not supposed to be here. Suspended means no access, but I know the night guard, Pete, owes me for covering his shift last Christmas. He lets me in. No question, just a nervous glance at my taped-up knuckles. I've been punching the heavy bag in my trailer to stay awake. But it's not enough. The footage is eating me alive. I'm looking for anything on Waverly Street or that symbol. The files are a mess. Dog-eared reports. Faded ink. But I find a folder from 1997 labeled Holt. Daniel, missing. Officer Daniel Holt. Night patrol. Same as me. Last seen near the Hollow. Reported his Bodycam acting up before he vanished. His final log, scrawled in shaky handwriting, reads, "Footage isn't mine. Someone else wearing my face." My mouth goes dry. I dig deeper. Find a grainy Polaroid tucked in the file. Holt standing in the hollow, eyes hollowed out like he's already gone. Behind him, faint on a tree, is that damn symbol. I cross-reference the hollow. It's a dead zone. 5 miles of nothing where tech fails radios, GPS, even cell phone. Old-timers say it's cursed, tied to the mines that collapsed in the 50s. I find another report, buried in a MISC file. Officer E. Carver, 1984, also missing. Last seen in the hollow. No mention of footage, but a sketch in his file matches the symbol. I'm shaking as I photocopy everything. The machines hum, drowning out the static in my head. Back home, my radio's on the counter. Battery still out. It crackles. Grayson, do you copy? I smash it with a hammer, but the voice lingers. I haven't looked in a mirror since I taped up the one in my trailer. But the body cam footage doesn't let me escape. I'm back at my laptop. The screen's glow burning my eyes as I scrub through another clip from that night. Timestamped 1:42 a.m. It's me or whatever's wearing my skin standing in the grimy bathroom of the Gas and Go on Route 19. The fluorescent light buzzes, casting my shadow sharp against the cracked tiles. I'm staring into the mirror, my face blank. But the reflection, it's wrong. It moves a half-second too slow, like it's lagging behind. Then it smirks, lips curling while my real face stays stone. I pause the frame, my heart thudding so loud I can hear it over the hum of my trailer's heater. The reflection's eyes are mine, but they glint like there's something crawling behind them. I lean closer to the screen, my breath fogging the laptop. There's a moment, just a flicker, where the mirror shows something else, a shadow behind me. Tall and formless, its edges bleeding into the wall. I rewind, play it again. The shadow's gone, but now I notice my badge in the reflection. The number's wrong, 237 instead of 623. I check my real badge, still on my dresser. 623, like always. I'm sweating through my shirt. The air in the trailer thick with the smell of stale coffee and fear. I grab a roll of duct tape and cover my laptop's webcam, just in case. I don't know why, but it feels like something's watching. Not from the trailer, from the footage itself. I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I see that smirk, hear that whisper from the corrupted file. Grayson. Come back? I drive to the Gas and Go. The lot empty, except for a stray dog sniffing the dumpster. The bathroom's locked, but I jimmy it open with my pocket knife. The mirror's there, same as the footage, but now it's cracked, a spider web of fractures radiating from the center. I don't see my reflection, just darkness, like the glass is swallowing the light. I back out, my boots squeaking on the tiles, and swear I hear a low chuckle from inside the wall. Ellen Holt lives in a sagging duplex on the edge of Graveridge, the kind of place where the porch creaks under its own weight and the air smells of cigarette smoke and despair. I tracked her down from the 1997 case file. Her husband, Officer Daniel Holt, vanished in the hollow, same as Carver in '84. I knock, my knuckles raw from last night's heavy bag session. She opens the door, a frail woman in her 60s, eyes sunken, a Pall Mall dangling from her lips. "You're Grayson," she says. Not a question. "Saw you on the news. The brutality thing." I nod, unsure how she knows. Small towns talk. Inside, the living room's a shrine to the past photos of Daniel in his uniform, his badge framed on the mantle. I tell her about the footage, the house, the symbol. Her face hardens, and she stubs out her cigarette. "Danny started like that," she says. Voice like gravel. Said his body cam showed him places he didn't go. Kept sketching that damn circle slash thing. Said it was in his dreams. She pulls a shoebox from under the couch, hands me a stack of yellowed papers. Daniel's drawings. Dozens of them. All the same symbol. Some smeared with what looks like blood. He wasn't himself by the end, she says. Talked to someone who wasn't there. Said the badge made him do it. I ask what she means. She lights another cigarette, her hands trembling. Whatever got him, it loves the badge, uses it to move, to act. Danny said it was old, older than the mines. He went to the hollow one night and never came back. Her eyes meet mine, sharp with fear. If you're seeing it, it's already got you. I leave with the drawings, my stomach churning. Back in my truck, I check my phone, another unknown call. Just static. But this time, there's a faint voice. buried in the noise. Let me stay. I'm driving through the hollow at dusk. The sky bruised purple over Graveridge's skeletal remains, rusted silos, abandoned trailers, and the faint outline of the old steel mill. My radio's been silent since I smashed it, but I've got my phone rigged to record audio. Just in case. The hollow's a 5-mile stretch where nothing works right. GPS spins, cell signals drop, and radios spit static like they're choking. Locals avoid it. Call it cursed since the mines caved in back in '56, trapping 12 men whose bodies were never found. I've patrolled here for years, but now, after Ellen Holt's warning and those damn symbols, it feels like the hollow's watching me. I park near the rusted gate of a Cold War-era bunker, half buried in the hillside, its concrete mouth sealed with chains. The Bodycam footage showed me here, or something wearing my face. During those missing 37 minutes, I've got Daniel Holt's sketches in my passenger seat. The circle/symbol staring up like an accusation. I step out, my boots crunching gravel, and sweep my flashlight across the ground. That's when I see it. Another badge, half buried in the dirt. Tarnished but legible. Officer E. Carver. Graveridge PD. 1984. My throat tightens. Carver went missing in the hollow, just like Holt. I pocket the badge, its weight pulling at my jacket like a stone. The air's heavy, like breathing through wet cloth. My phone buzzes, no signal, but the audio app's recording. I play it back, and there's a hum, low and rhythmic. Like a heartbeat under the earth. I trace the symbol in the dirt with my boot, matching Holt's sketches, and the hum grows louder, vibrating in my chest. I stumble back to my truck, my flashlight flickering. The bunker's chains rattle, though there's no wind. I drive home, the badge burning a hole in my pocket, and check the footage again, in one frame, near the bunker. My shadow stretches too long, splitting into two at the edges. I didn't notice it before. I don't want to. I'm back in my trailer, the walls papered with Holt's sketches and printouts of my footage, stills. I haven't slept in 3 days, living on Red Bull and adrenaline. Jimmy, my tech buddy, sent me a recovered audio file from the corrupted 37-minute gap. I plug in my earbuds, hands trembling, and hit play. It's my voice, but wrong slow, like it's been dragged through mud. If you're watching this, it says, it's already inside you. The badge is its key. I rip the earbuds out, my pulse hammering. I never said that. I was asleep in my cruiser, or so I thought. The metadata says 4:12 a.m. Same time, my smartwatch logged a heart rate spike. I check my notes. Holt's file mentioned tampered footage. Carver's had that symbol. Now my own voice is betraying me. I grab Carver's badge from my pocket. Its edges sharp enough to cut, the circle/symbols etched on the back. Faint but unmistakable. I cross-reference it with a library book on local history, found in the Graveridge Library's dusty stacks. The symbols tied to the mines, a ward used by workers to keep the dark at bay. The book mentions a collapse in '56. Whispers of something uncovered in the shafts, something that wasn't human. I play the audio again, forcing myself to listen. After my voice fades, there's a second speaker, whispering, "Open the door. Mark." It knows my name. My phone buzzes another unknown call, just static, but the static shapes into words. "You're mine." I throw the phone across the trailer, but it lands screen up. Still recording. The footage from tonight, from the hollow, is already on it. I didn't start the camera. My reflection in the screen smirks, even though I'm not. I wake up on the floor of my trailer, my boots caked in red mud, the kind you only find out by the hollow. It's 3:14 a.m., and my body cam's on. Its red light blinking like a taunting eye. My arms ache, and when I roll up my sleeve, there are scratches deep, jagged, like someone clawed me with nails that aren't human. I don't remember leaving my bed. The trailer's a mess. Holt's sketches are scattered, some torn, and my laptop's open, paused on a new Bodycam clip I didn't record. My hands shake as I hit play. The footage shows me in the hollow, kneeling in the dirt near the bunker, my flashlight off. The night vision paints everything green and ghostly. I'm chanting, low and guttural, in a language I don't know, syllables that twist like smoke. A shadow looms in the frame, too tall, its edges fraying into the darkness. I'm talking to it, my voice soft, reverent. I accept, I say, clear as day. Before the footage cuts to static, my stomach lurches. I check my phone's audio from last night, same chanting, same shadow, recorded from my trailer. I wasn't dreaming. I was gone. I stumble to the sink, splash cold water on my face, avoiding the taped-up mirror. The scratches burn, and I find a bandage in the drawer, next to Carver's badge. It's heavier now, or maybe that's my imagination. I think of Ellen Holt's words. It loves the badge. I grab my old Marine knife, the one I carried in Iraq, and carve a line through the circle/symbol on one of Holt's sketches. The air shifts, like a pressure drop before a storm. My radio, still smashed, crackles from the counter. Grayson, you can't stop it. I drop the knife, my breath ragged. I'm not alone in here. I'm running on fumes. 4 days without sleep, my eyes bloodshot and my hands jittery from too much Red Bull. The footage is clearer now, like it wants me to see. Last night's clip shows me driving through Graveridge, my cruiser weaving past shuttered storefronts and opioid clinics. I pull over a vagrant, some guy with a cardboard sign begging for change. In the footage, I don't read him his rights. I don't take him to the station. I drive him to the hollow, the camera shaking as he screams in the back seat, "You're not a cop." The footage cuts to me standing over him in the dirt, my baton raised, his face lit with terror. Then it's just me, alone, staring into the camera, my eyes empty. I don't remember any of it, but the truth is clawing at me. Something's using my body, my badge, to play judge and jury. It's not random, it's deliberate, like it's punishing people it thinks deserve it. I check the news on my phone. 3 missing persons in Graveridge this week. All lowlifes. A dealer. A thief. A guy who beat his kid. The kind of people nobody misses in a town like this. My stomach twists. I'm the last one who saw them. Or it is... I dig through my notes. Holt's sketches. The library book. The symbols tied to the mines. To something the workers feared, something they called the warden. A story from '56 as the miners found a chamber, not on any map, with that symbol carved into the walls. They sealed it, but not before men started acting strange, wearing their own faces raw. I look at my badge, the scratches on my arm. It's not just in the footage anymore. It's in me. Last night, my phone recorded me whispering in my sleep. The hollow needs more. I don't know what I've done. I'm in the basement of the Graveridge PD. The air thick with dust and the hum of a flickering fluorescent bulb. I shouldn't be here suspended. Officers don't get access to evidence lockers, but Pete, the night guard, looks the other way again. My flashlight sweeps over rusted file cabinets until I find a box labeled Cold Cases. 1980s Snake. Inside, buried under faded reports. is a Betamax tape marked Carver, 1084. My hands shake as I slip it into an old player I dragged from storage, the machine wheezing as it powers up. The screen crackles to life. It's Officer E. Carver. Bodycam footage from before they were standard. Grainy and green tinted. He's in the hollow, near the bunker. His breath heavy in the audio. He's muttering, "It's not me. It's not me," as he kneels in the dirt, carving that circle/symbol into a tree with a knife. His eyes are wrong hollow, like mine in my footage. The camera pans to a figure in the shadows, tall and formless, its edges bleeding into the night. Carver whispers, "It's been here since the mines." Before the tape cuts to static, when it resumes, he's standing in a chamber, walls etched with symbols, his badge glinting as he raises his gun to his temple. The footage ends. I'm frozen, my heart pounding so loud it drowns out the basement's hum. Carver's tape is a mirror of my own nightmare, same place, same symbol, same empty eyes. I copy the footage to a USB drive, my fingers numb, back in my trailer. I play it again, pausing on the chamber. It's not the bunker, it's deeper, like the mine shafts the library book mentioned. I find a 1984 report in Carver's file. He was last seen in the hollow, acting erratic, talking about the warden taking over. I look at my badge on the counter. The scratches on my arm. It's not just a pattern. It's a legacy. I can't avoid mirrors forever, but I'm terrified of what I'll see. I've got my phone propped on the sink in my trailer, recording. The black tape peeled off the mirror for the first time in days. I need to know if it's me or something else. The footage from the gas and go still haunts me, my reflection smirking, moving wrong. I take a breath, my marine knife in one hand, and stare into the glass. My face looks like mine, but my eyes are bloodshot, sunken, like I'm already half gone. I raise my hand, the reflection follows, but it's slow, like it's deciding whether to obey. I speak, my voice hoarse. "Who are you?" The reflection doesn't answer, but its lips move, mouthing words I can't hear. I check the phone's footage, my heart sinking. On the screen, my reflection says, "Let me stay," clear as day, while my real voice is silent. I stumble back, the knife clattering to the floor. The mirror's empty now, just glass, but the footage keeps playing. My reflection steps closer to the camera, its badge reading 237, not 623. It smiles, teeth too sharp, and whispers, "You're the key." I smash the mirror, shards scattering across the linoleum. But in the broken pieces, I see it a figure in my uniform, standing behind me, its face blurred but wearing my badge. I spin around, the trailer's empty. My phone's still recording, catching my ragged breathing. I play it back, and there's a new sound, a low hum, like the one in the hollow, pulsing through the static. I grab Carver's badge, Holt's sketches, my Bodycam. They're all connected me. Them, the warden. I'm not just losing control. I'm being rewritten. I know I'm running out of time. The thing inside me, the warden, or whatever it is, feels closer now, like it's pressing against my skin from the inside. I haven't slept in 5 days. My trailer, a fortress of paranoia, webcams on every wall, duct tape sealing the cracks, my marine knife taped to my hand. I've rigged zip ties to a chair in the center of the room, tight enough to bruise. If I black out again, it won't let me leave. My Bodycam's on, red light blinking, and my phone's recording too, both pointed at me. I need proof, I need to know what I'm becoming. I sit, the plastic ties cutting into my wrists, and start talking to the camera. My voice cracked from exhaustion. My name is Mark Grayson, officer, Graveridge PD. If you're watching this, don't trust me. I don't know what I've done, but it's not me. The badge, it's using the badge. My eyes burn, and I taste blood from biting my lip. The trailer's quiet except for the hum of my fridge, but it feels wrong, like the air's holding its breath. I glance at the laptop, looping Carver's 1984 tape. His hollow eyes stare back, same as mine in the gas and go footage. I think of Holt, the missing vagrants, the symbol carved into everything. It's not just in the hollow. It's here. Now, the lights flicker, and my Bodycam beeps low battery, even though I charged it. I hear a snap, sharp like a bone breaking. The zip ties are on the floor, shredded. I didn't move. My hands are free. The knife gone. The webcam catches it. My reflection in the laptop screen. Smiling, wearing badge 237. I scream, lunging for the door, but it's locked from the outside. My phone records my voice, whispering, "You're mine," though my lips don't move. The footage shows my eyes glazing over, my body slumping, then standing, moving with a purpose that isn't mine. The last thing I record is my own voice. The hollow's calling. I don't know how the footage got out. I woke up in my truck, parked in the hollow. My Bodycam gone. My phone wiped. 3 days later, I'm at a gas station, buying coffee, when I overhear two kids talking about a YouTube video. Truth, hounde. One says, "That cop footage is insane." My heart stops. I pull up YouTube on my burner phone, and there it is. Graveridge PD Bodycam. Horror, Real Possession. Uploaded by Truthhound47, a conspiracy vlogger with 1 million subs. The thumbnail's me, eyes empty, kneeling in the hollow. It's got 3 million views in 48 hours. I watch it in my trailer. The comments flooding with theories: demonic possession, MK Ultra, or a hoax. The footage is mine every frame I recorded, from the gas and go mirror to my zip-tied confession. There's new stuff too. Me dragging a body into the bunker, my voice chanting in that guttural tongue. I don't remember it. Truth, Hound 47's voiceover calls it the creepiest found footage since Blair Witch. I check his channel the next day. Nothing. He's gone dark. His last video, posted hours ago, shows him in his apartment. Eyes glassy, wearing a Graveridge PD badge he shouldn't have. He whispers, "It's in the footage now," before the screen cuts to black. I try to contact him, but his socials are dead. X is buzzing. Graveridge. Horror trending. People sharing clip, speculating about the hollow. I check my trailer's webcams. One clip from last night shows me standing in the dark, staring at the camera, my badge glowing faintly, the symbol scratched into my arm. Fresh. I didn't do it. The video's already uploading somewhere. Out of my control. I hear static from my smashed radio. "Grayson, you're the key. I'm gone. Or close to it." My trailer's a tomb now. Webcams fried. Laptop screen cracked. Holt's sketches burned to ash in a coffee can. I tried to destroy the footage, but it's out there, spreading like a virus. My phone's dead, but I keep getting calls, unknown numbers. Static that hums with that voice. "Grayson, you're the key." I've locked myself in, boarded the windows, but it doesn't matter. The warden's not just in the hollow anymore. It's in me. in the badge, in every frame of that damn body cam. I carved the circle/symbol into the floorboards last night, not remembering when or why. My arm's a map of scratches now, each one deeper, like it's trying to crawl out. I sit in the dark, my old marine knife in hand, staring at Carver's badge. It's heavier than mine, like it's soaked in something thicker than metal. I think of Holt, Carver, the miners from 6, all caught in this loop. The footage showed me dragging bodies to the hollow, chanting to a shadow that calls itself the Warden. I don't know how many I've taken, how many it's taken through me. The news says 5 missing now. All people. Graveridge won't miss drifters, dealers, the forgotten. I'm not a cop anymore. I'm a vessel. The security camera in the Graveridge PD locker room hums. Its feed grainy but clear. A new officer, young, maybe 25, adjusts his badge in the mirror. His name tag reads Officer T. Reynolds. He's fresh from the academy. His uniform crisp, his eyes bright with that rookie hunger to prove himself. The mirror reflects him perfectly, too perfectly. He turns away, but the reflection lingers. Just a second too long. It smiles, slow and deliberate. Badge glinting with the number 237. The real Reynolds doesn't notice, slinging his gear bag over his shoulder as he heads out for his first night patrol in the hollow. The radio on his belt crackled, unprompted. "Officer, do you copy?" He answers, voice steady, unaware. The camera catches the reflection one last time, its eyes black. The circle/symbol faintly etched on the glass fade to black.